Being a young scientist today, well, it's tough. The first few years can literally make or break your entire career. But here's the crazy part. What if the very system that's supposed to measure your success is actually setting you up to fail? That's what we're going to dive into, this high-stakes dilemma and the hidden pressures that can completely throw you off course.
So let's just ask it straight up. What is the biggest mistake a young scientist can make? And, it's probably not what you're thinking. It's not about a failed experiment or getting a paper rejected. Nope. The biggest mistake is actually a strategic one. It's a fundamental miscalculation about what really matters for building a long, impactful career in science.
And honestly, this mistake, it's often born from this one kind of toxic idea, the publish or perish culture. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's this academic environment where your entire value feels like it's been boiled down to one thing: how many papers you're publishing in those big-name journals. It creates a relentless pressure cooker, especially when you're just starting out.
Okay, so this brings us right to the heart of the problem, the publish or perish trap. And look, the pressure to constantly be producing, it's not just about stress. It creates this whole cascade of hidden and frankly damaging consequences. And it's not just bad for the scientist, it's bad for science itself.
This really gets to the core conflict, doesn't it? It's like you have two choices. Are you just going to get on the treadmill and churn out as many publications as you can, just to hit those metrics? Or are you going to take the time to carefully nurture a single, truly groundbreaking idea? That's the choice so many young scientists are forced to make every single day. This constant battle between quantity and quality.
And the fallout from this pressure, it's really severe. The research is pretty clear. It creates a perfect storm. For one, it fuels the rise of these predatory publishers that prey on young scientists. It also leads to massive academic burnout. You've got researchers being forced to give up on these amazing long-term projects, and they're sacrificing crucial time they should be spending on mentorship and networking. It's a system that can just completely crush the very passion that got them into science in the first place.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about an individual researcher's choices. The problem is way bigger. It's systemic. We're talking about these huge guidance gaps in the academic world. And it really shows you why you absolutely cannot build a career on publications alone.
Right now, the whole system seems to reinforce one single goal above everything else: just get published. It's like being on a hamster wheel, right? Where the only prize you ever see is just another line on your CV.
But while everyone's chasing that prize, they're missing out on the real treasure. And that is guidance. Having a mentor, an experienced guide in your corner, that offers a kind of wisdom and perspective that a long list of publications just can't touch. Not even close.
And the cost of trying to go it alone? It's immense. This quote really hits it home. Without that effective mentorship, young scientists are basically left to find their own way through this crazy maze of funding, academic politics, and career planning. It's a recipe for feeling isolated and totally unstable.
And it's not even just about finding that one-on-one mentor. The institutions themselves, the universities and research centers, have a massive role to play here. But so often, they just don't. They fail to provide the crucial support systems. I'm talking about things like career workshops, real networking programs, the stuff that actually helps young researchers not just survive, but thrive and feel valued.
Okay, so we've laid out the traps and the gaps in the system. It sounds a little bleak, I know. But the good news is there is a better way. So let's shift gears and talk about some actual, actionable strategies you can use to forge a new path, a much more sustainable path to success.
So what can you do? Well, it really boils down to these 3 key steps. Step 1, don't just sit around and wait for a mentor to find you. You've got to actively go out and seek mentorship. Step 2, break out of your little academic silo and embrace collaboration. And step 3, find out what institutional support systems are available to you and then actually use them.
Let's zoom in on that second step for a second: collaboration, because this is so important. It's not just about sharing the workload to get things done faster. No, it's about moving beyond your specific discipline. When you start doing transdisciplinary work, that is where the real game-changing innovation happens. You get exposed to brand new ideas, totally different methods, and whole new networks of people that can literally change the entire trajectory of your career.
So all of this, it really points to one big conclusion, doesn't it? We have got to start redefining what scientific success actually looks like. It has to be about so much more than just how long your publication list is.
And that brings us full circle, right back to that first question we asked. What's the biggest mistake? Well, here it is. It's prioritizing those short-term publication metrics over the real, long-term foundations of a career. We're talking about your network, your skills, the mentorship you get and give, and maybe most importantly, your own well-being.
So I'm going to leave you with a final thought to chew on. What if your true impact, the students you mentor, the amazing collaborations you help build, the slow, difficult, but world-changing research you're doing, what if all of that just can't be measured by a publication count? Answering that question for yourself, that might just be the most important first step toward building a career that doesn't just succeed on paper, but one that actually truly matters.